Basically, this is a very simple machine. It allows me to level the bicycle so that we can make sure that when we adjust the saddle that we can level the saddle. And also when we take the fore and aft position of the seat, it allows us to make sure that that measurement is precise. It also allows us, when the cyclist is on the bike, to readjust the levelness of the bike. The first thing we would do is we would adjust the seat height. So we would bring the crank all the way down. We would make sure that the person is sitting properly on the back of the seat, and we make sure that they're pedaled a little bit to position themselves on the seat. And then we would make sure that that in this position, with the pedal completely horizontal and the ball of the foot onto the pedal, we would make sure that we start off with a 30-degree obtuse angle, tibia femur. Okay, this is a starting point. Some people can be at 25 degrees, some people at 30. Sometimes both legs are at different lengths, so sometimes we have to adjust the seat according to both lengths of legs. Then we would do the fore and aft. The fore and aft, basically the foot is in the same position, completely horizontal. Actually, the pedal would be completely horizontal. We would center my measuring tool to the center of the axle, and then we would go and get the patella, which is the end of the femur, and we would align the femur and the seat so that that is in perfect alignment. Of course, after the person has pedaled for a while, we would have to repeat the process several times. Every time we change the seat height, it changes the fore and aft. The position on the seat might change with movement. We would repeat the process over and over again until we get that right, until the fore and aft and seat height are perfect. Then we would be able to start assessing the posture position. So we would adjust the stem length and the stem height to get a proper posture into the brake hoods when the hand is completely at the end of the brake hood, which is your piloting position. After which we would adjust the length of the stem according to the posture that the person needs, depending on if they are a racer or they're just a weekend warrior, they want to have a nice posture, depending on what you're doing. What we want to observe for someone who's starting out on a road bike is a perfect 90-degree angle with the back and the arms into the brake hoods with a slight bend in the elbow. A racer would be a little bit more aggressive. And also we would have to adjust the width of the handlebar according to the width of the shoulders. We don't want to compress the chest cage. All these things can be adjusted while the person is riding. We can even adjust the position of the brake hoods. After this process is done, the person has to ride and pedal on the bike for a certain amount of time until they've been warmed up. And then we can see and we can tweak all these things slowly until we get a perfect fit.